Konbanwa minasan, Ruby desu. One more time today. Earlier today I showed you my cap for rerooting Cam Monster High Dolls. And this is the same Lumina cap that I made earlier today. All I did was paint it. Painted it with craft paint. The craft paint does crack a bit, but since it's going to be hidden by hair, I'm not terribly worried about it. Just in case you're wondering what I used. I used my Studio acrylic craft paint, and I sealed it with Delta Ceramcoat all-purpose sealer, which is actually really matte compared to their satin sealer. I do not use Mod Podge for sealing because it does not dry very well in my environment. Anyway, I'm going to show you hairing the cap because my intent is to hair it or reroot it, whatever you want to call it, while it's off of the doll. And that's because I did an experiment. I placed it over the head and I tried to poke my push pin all the way through, including the plastic underneath. And I just didn't feel really comfortable. I felt like if I glued that in place and then tried doing that, it'd probably pop out and I'd have a headache anyway. I don't like headaches. So instead I'm doing it separate, and then I can trim my loose hair because I use the tool. I don't knot it. Trim my loose hair, glue it, and then glue it in there. And as you can see here, I've marked it. I have an arrow on the underside because it won't draw on the paint except in pen. This is pen instead of pencil. I marked it this way, and that's the way it's going to go front ways. That's my front line. If you notice, I actually cut the ears off my doll because I'm going to be using the cat ears for her. I'm just sort of weird that way. I didn't want to hair through the ears. So I'm going to get my plug of hair, and remember, I hair thickly, so this is probably way more hair than I should be using. I get my hair, I wet it down just a bit to make it nice and easy to work with. I drag it down to my ends so that they're even-ish. I take my tool, my long end, I slide underneath against my skin. I pick up my hair, twist my tool so that the hair is wrapped around it. Take my cap, pull out my push pin, push my tool and the hair through, and ta-da! There is now a plug of hair in my Monster High Doll's cap. I can do that again, just in case you missed anything. We're going to cut our lock of hair. Get a little wet. I don't keep water up here because of my Wacom tablet. I love this tablet. It's like my closest friend. Well, sort of. My best friend's name is Beth, and my Wacom tablet is not named Beth, but it is one of my closest friends. And so I don't keep water up here because I don't wish to have an accident and damage my Wacom tablet. Best purchase I made last year, and I am not going to screw it up. There we go. Now I have two plugs. It's really very simple to do this. I'm not finding any difficulty, and if I stretch, if I bend my Lumina this way, I get cracks in the paint. You might not be able to see it because my camera, despite being 8.1 megapixels, actually really kind of sucks for a video camera. So if I do it this way, my paint cracks. If I bend it this way, it doesn't really. But putting my push pin through and putting my hairing tool through, my paint is not cracking or peeling. At least it isn't at this point. I do seal really well, though. Like, I seal my paint really well. Because normally I'm hairing pony heads, and this one is painted, and so I actually have it sealed twice. I don't like full body repaints, but they don't make blue unicorns in the right color. so I had to. And just in case you're wondering, it's going to end up being the RDUS mascot pony that I designed. You probably find the vector video for that somewhere on my YouTube. Some of my videos are blocked because copyright infringement, because I put on songs that I don't own. It's mainly because I do not write music. Cannot write music. So I have to redub them with something else, I suppose, and put them back up. Anyway, a lot of people have asked questions about the Lumina caps, and they want directions, and I'm sort of making this video so that you can have this for directions, but I will probably draw something up so that when I ship out the Lumina caps, people have that as well. It's not bad, right? Ta-da! I now have five plugs of hair rooted through my Lumina cap, and when I am ready to put it on the doll, I will be able to glue it into place. And she will have a full head of hair. I actually find this really exciting. I have yet to fully rehair a Monster High doll, and I'm really excited about this one. It's not because I don't like Monster High dolls, it's because I can't really afford them. So I have one that I've baited. I have this one, and then I have one that is staying the way she is. And that's all I have. My kids have a bunch. Think she'll be cute? I don't know. And this hair, if you're wondering what it is offered by Retro Dolls. This came from the Retro Dolls in the UK. Not because the US didn't have it. I think there was a pre-order thing going on. I pre-ordered hair because Shannon didn't have it, I guess. I don't know. Either way, it works. It's the same stuff. It's saran hair. I love saran hair. I've been using saran hair for many years. And this is the synthetic hair offered by Retro Dolls US. There really isn't that much of a difference between the blacks, I guess. Anyway, I've been using saran hair for years, and so I'm actually really very comfortable with it, and I use it a lot. Anyway, welcome back to my messy desk, and now I'm going to say goodbye. Bye.